Hey guys, what's up? I hope all of you are doing very well. So, in our today's video session, we will study about Standard 12th Economics Chapter 1. The topic is Importance of Macroeconomics. I hope you will enjoy the lesson and you will learn something new here. This video lesson is made with respect not only to your plus 2 tutorial but also about keeping in mind your CA examinations. Okay, so please like, subscribe and share my channel Pratik Singh Classes. Now let us begin our today's class. In our previous video tutorial, we have studied a lot of definitions with example. Okay, our today's video tutorial is going to be very short. That is importance of macroeconomics. About micro and macroeconomics, what are the definitions and examples we have seen in our previous video. If you have missed that, please go to my previous video. Fine. The importance and the need for introducing a macro outlook of an economy are given below. Okay, so what are the importance and what are its outlook? Let us study about that one by one. Okay, number one, there is a need to understand the functioning of economy at the aggregate level to evolve suitable strategies and to solve the basic problems prevailing in an economy. Here, the word aggregate and aggregate level, what does it mean? Let us see this with a different slide. The aggregate level is a measure of economics of the amount total of the demand over all the finished goods and services produced in economy, like the totality of the money that was amount and exchanged for the goods and the services of a specific price level over any point in time. An aggregation is a collection or the gathering of things together. So here you have understood what is the meaning of aggregate level. Below the same definition is given in Tamil for your better understanding. Okay, now again there one question comes is what are the basic prevailing problems in an economic? Okay, so the prevailing problems in an economy is classified into 5 different ways as follows. Problem 1, what do produce and in what quantities? Then problem 2, how to produce these goods? Then problem 3, for whom is the goods produced? Then problem 4, how efficiently are the resources being utilized? And then problem 5, is the economy growing? So these are the basic prevailing problems in any economy. Okay, so in this chapter you have to study these 5 problems in depth. Later we will discuss about these 5 problems one by one. All right. Understanding the future problems, needs and challenges of an economy as a whole is important to evolve precautionary measures. Okay, precautionary measures in economics. What does it mean? Let us see it in detail. Precautionary measures means to take preventative or anticipatory actions in order to be safe. Okay, means if we realize that in future in our economy there is going to happen some downfall or something which will affect us and affect our life, then we take precautionary measures to mean and to measure and to increase the output in such a way that we should all benefit it in an aggregation. Okay, the next one is macroeconomics provides ample opportunities to use scientific investigations to understand the reality. Means by scientific calculations and in scientific approach, how can we provide the opportunity to save economy of a particular region or the country or the state. Okay, the next one is macroeconomics helps to make meaningful comparison and analysis of economic indicators. Now here, what is the meaning of economic indicators? Let us see in different slide. All right, so economic indicators means an economic indicator is a piece of economic data, usually of macroeconomic scale, that is used by analysts. Okay, then there are top 5 economic indicators to track. Those are inflation, employment, housing, spending and confidence. Inflation. inflation measures the cost of goods and services. About inflation, we already have seen in our previous video lecture. Okay, please go to the first video lecture and you will study about that. Then employment, people with jobs can spend and invest. Okay, housing, in a land of increasing house prices, banks lend and the economy booms. Okay, so housing is a major factor to watch whether the economy is going upgrade or downgrade. Then spending, how much we are spending, what are our liabilities. Okay, then what are our capacity of spending. We live in a consumption based society. Okay, and confidence, although it is elusive, confidence drives everything. So these are the 5 different tracks of economic indicators. Okay, and last but not the least, macroeconomics helps for better prediction about future and to formulate suitable policies to avoid economic crisis. Okay, so here the term economic crisis, what does that mean? Let us see. Economic crisis, a period of economic slowdown characterized by declining productivity and devaluing of financial institutions, often due to reckless and unsustainable money lending. Okay, so you have studied a lot of things about economic crisis in your social subject in class 9th and 10th. Okay, the same thing is here, that productivity has decreased and the cost of things has increased, and because of that the lending has increased and people are not able to pay back the lending to the financial institutions, and because of that the economy has collapsed. So that is called as economic crisis. Okay. Okay, so in this today's video tutorial we have studied about importance of macroeconomics. I hope you must have understood something new today. This was a very small video. In our next tutorial video we will study about a scope of macroeconomics and different terms related to it, and how does it affect a nation or a state. Fine, so till my next video, take care of yourself. Bye bye.